prostrations, I get tired and my enthusiasm disappears or dissipates. And I am wondering which is more important, to remain, just do enough while I feel enthusiasm, or is it more important to build accumulations?
Generally, it is definitely, enthusiasm is very important, and that is really essential. So therefore, we have to reactivate our enthusiasm. We should feel joy, we should feel the appreciation, we should feel the importance of the, for example, prostrations. Prostration is so important. It is really in a normal level, in a regular level, prostration is we're doing exercise. Yes, body exercise. And exercise. And that means when we do the exercise, and what it does, we become the athletics. Truly we become. And also it's very shrinking to our unwanted, all those chubbies. No, it's really, I'm not kidding. As long as our knees and the joints are correct, then we are really making slims. And that also means that we invite the coolness to ourselves. We become cool guys. So those are the regular kind of like concept. It's true, I'm not just making jokes, I'm making up that. Truly it is, really that is really. And we're building the muscles, we're joining up that. And then in spiritual or according to Dharma level, it is really we're purifying all the body obscurations, the teaching said. Channel obscurations. Body is based on the channels. We purify the channels, cleansing, purifying in a straight. Our channels has so many crooked, so many kind of like banded, all that in the teaching said that. And also so many like pocket of nuts and all these things. By doing the prostrations is really like we are purifying and cleansing and the body obscurations. And that is what really is the teaching said. And then also we, not that those are just generally physical kind of things, but if we combine it, our motivation with that, joy and appreciations, that means then our wind, energy, flowing energies through the channels are in the really like joy and wisdom, beautiful, that air and energy is moving through like joyful energy, and clean, calm, soothing, and that really like of the moving through all the channels is invoking the wisdom more and more that, and then with that motivation. So and then feel the presence of the Buddhas or the refuge tree right in front of that, and you will think also when we're doing the prostration, we're not just doing prostration according to Dharma level, we're following the footsteps of all those ancient great masters. Who did this, who followed this path and reached enlightenment, become the great masters. These great masters, not just they're born with great master, they, with their joyful effort, the courage and commitment, their devotion, then result they become, we call, great masters. So we are really following that great path of the great masters and following that path of great peace. So for that is really so wonderful, so spiritual. And then we also extended this motivation by this doing these prostrations. May all sentient beings cleanse and purify their body obscurations, fill their all channels in those with great energy of wisdom, and they have the great realization of pure motivation of the mind. And we think that, we expanded that, really the whole thing is transformed as such beautiful things, beautiful that environment, enlightenment things. And then what the Buddha's teaching said, and also what the teaching said, when you do the prostration, every can think, it's a great thing. You are doing the prostration along with all the beings of the 6 realms. Things. You are guiding with them, for example. All doing the prostration same way in every living being. So the ripple effect of your motivation is ignited throughout the universal world and going beyond that. And it's really one of the great beautiful accumulation. And then in the teaching said, what the teaching said the way you do the prostration, that atoms of that sport is become the object of venerations. In the teaching said, because such beautiful motivation, beautiful intention, beautiful meditation, you did the prostration. So the area in the teaching even said, that is really become the object of venerations. That atoms of that area, and that atoms of that sport is as much as that atoms, that much we accumulate the merits in the teaching said. So this is one of the very powerful meditation, and with the combination of all these things, like when we also in the teaching said, for example, join together this folded hand, which is like lotus blossoming mudras, folded hand, and when you put this, also we can think that by putting this folded hand, putting on the crown chakra, may all my body obscurations and of the mind and all living beings cleansed. And when you put this to the speech center, my speech obscurations and all the sentient beings' speech obscuration clean. When you touch to this is to the heart center, and may my mind obscuration and obscuration, all the mind obscuration, sentient beings cleansed and purified with that. And then when you touch the 5 point or the straight on that, may every living being, 5 realms, and sometimes they go 6 realms and 5 realms. And 5 realms, this is when you touch to the 5 point is on the ground, may all the 5 realms of sentient beings are completely out of the troubles. May that happen. In the teaching, really said this. So, I mean, it is all, one way in the prostration is combined entirely really teachings of the Buddhas. And then also when you touch to this, all the crown chakra Buddhas are pleased. When you touch to the speech, all the speech chakra Buddhas are pleased. And when you touch to the heart center, all the heart chakra Buddhas, inner levels, okay, all Buddhas are now glowing that. And then when you touch to everything on the floor of 5 point, the entirely Buddhas, infinite Buddhas, peaceful Ratu Buddhas are glowing in the status. So you glorify our inherent Buddha qualities. So therefore, prostration is really so important, and Hondo practice is so important. As I said yesterday, as Buddha Shakyamuni said, path truth. This is the path truth. We are following the path truth, one after another. And path truth, when we follow, there is always kind of difficulty, the challenges, the ups and downs, those come. This is normal. It's nothing unusual that we experience. All those enlightened beings, all those great masters, when you read the life story of those, they really experience that too. I mean, their teachings, their life story say those things. Definitely. All that can experience it. For that reason, what we need, courage and commitment, devotion, and determinations, and joyful effort. And that's it. This is truly. It is nothing as any kind of like negative condensation this practice has. It's all peace. It's all will of love, compassion, and devotions. It's nothing else. It's revealing our goodness qualities. Why we need to be kind of like skeptical, doubt, and hesitated. Just revealing our goodness. Beautiful. We're removing our emotions, negativities, arrogance. And then the prostration is the most powerful of the antidote of the arrogance. Arrogance. Arrogance is a combination of the ego and ignorance. And the attachment to all that. We are knocking down the head of the ego clingings. Truly, that. And so therefore, I mean, it is really one of the very beautiful, and for that reason, I mean, all of us like to activate a beautiful joy and appreciation is really very, very special. Okay?
Thank you.